Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mutahar, and I made a pretty good decision for myself, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I deleted my own Twitter account there, boyos. Yep, it's completely gone.
So apparently, Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers has quit YouTube. But we'll get into that in a second. First, I want to draw your attention to the guy on the screen. This fat Indian man with dark under eye circles and terrible hair. I have to say, I haven't watched much of this guy, but he's never looked worse than this. He looks terrible right now. Honestly, he looks like he's been up all night and he's been crying over something. Like, what is wrong with this man? And this is the same guy that made a thumbnail on Keffals and made her look like a grotesque, disgusting, like, abomination, you know what I mean? But that's literally what he looks like right now. Actually, we do know why he looks like this, and that's what we're gonna get into right now. But if you watch this video, it's just like 10 minutes of him just rambling. And it's like he's obviously trying to hide like the real thing that's getting to him. And the real reason why he's quit Twitter. So obviously in the video, he gave a bunch of reasons like, oh, Twitter's not giving me a bunch of views. I only get $300. And he's like, oh, it's full of Nazis, dude. It's like an echo chamber. But like I said, he just threw these in just to like hide the real reasons why he left and why he's like really upset and crying right now and why he's like making a whole video just to explain why he left Twitter. I mean, if it wasn't really a big deal, he wouldn't make a video about it. Like, if Twitter was not making you a bunch of money, a normal person would just, quietly leave Twitter. They wouldn't have to make a video about it. Obviously, it's something else, and it's more, it's more personal to this guy, and that's a reason why he left. Instead of me telling you what it is, I'll just let him say it himself. Except I'm gonna cut out all the filler and the nonsense and the rambling that really doesn't have anything to do with the, him leaving Twitter.
It really felt like the last couple months on X or Twitter or whatever the heck it is, really felt like being on 4chan poll every day. You know, when you fire up your timeline and you see like, oh, this Pajit Poo in the loo, get him out of the country, boy. You know, it's like, when you go onto 4chan poll, yeah, you can laugh at it every once in a while, but when it becomes like a constant thing, it really just sucks all the energy and fun out of it. Like, dog, if I wanted to go to poll, I would just go to poll, okay? And for anybody that doesn't know what 4chan poll is, it's a containment board to basically keep all of the most insane shit on 4chan in one board. So people can use stuff like r/TV, r/food, r/anime, r/MLP without having some fucking person come in and just say the most outlandishly wild stuff.
Oh my god. Mutahar sisters, it is so over. So yes, you heard that correctly. He left Twitter because a bunch of people were saying, poo in the loo, Pajit, leave our country, blah blah blah. You know, the usual stuff that you hear about Indians online. Now, I'd never say that because Indians are the best people in the world and they smell really good. But people online have some things to say about Indians and they're not pleasant most of the time. But okay, so every time he opens Twitter, he just sees a bunch of people shitting on Indians and saying Indians shit on the street and they smell bad and they should go back to their country and stuff.
It just became a thing where you fire up the app, you look at it for a second, close it because it's like, whoa, insane.
So imagine every time he opens it up, he just sees that, and so after a while he just gets really pissed and sad, and so that's why he left Twitter. That is the reason why I left Twitter. He should have named the video, I left Twitter because of the Pajit memes and the shitting in the street memes. I got trolled off of Twitter. That's what the title of the video should be. But also, I don't want to nitpick, but poll is not a containment board. That's just what retards think. It's just a board for people who want to be politically incorrect and discuss politics. Now, it just so happens that most of the people there use the N-word and, have some interesting views about Jews and stuff, and Indians. But it's really not a containment board. It's just a board for politics, that's all. And if you think this culture only exists on poll, you are very mistaken. I've been on V and G and every other board, and there's always Pajit memes and stuff and racism and blah blah blah, which I do not partake in, but it's not a containment board. That's just what 4chan is. It's just edginess. It's just edginess, bro. It's just jokes. You should just get over it. I thought this guy was like, dude, this guy goes on the dark web, dude. He's like a hacker and stuff. Doesn't he have thick skin or something? Like, come on, it's just jokes. It's memes. I thought this guy was above all this stuff. Guys, we're gonna go on the dark web and we're gonna find snuff videos and child porn and stuff. But hold on, do not post hateful comments about Indians, okay? I'm gonna cry, dude. I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna leave Twitter. And part of me thinks, is it a coincidence that the only company that's like huge and it's not run by an Indian is like Twitter and maybe Apple, but everything else is run by Indians? You don't really see this much like hatred of Indians on those platforms, so it really makes you think. Okay, let's get back to the video though. There's another reason why he left Twitter, and it's very interesting. I'll just let him say it, and I'll explain what exactly he's trying to say.
But obviously, one of the things is my wife was being asked about this situation. And obviously, she woke up to like a shit ton of messages, which nobody should have to. Like, you should never message somebody's significant other for a fucking answer. Like, dog, you have my like phone number. You can just hit me up directly. I'll answer.
So yeah, people were contacting his wife, and you might be thinking, "Whoa, he has a wife." Yes, he has a wife. I think he got married a few months ago, and I'll show you a picture of her. When Mutahar posted this picture of his wife, everyone went after him, like, and I mean, I kind of understand it. She looks strange. She doesn't look like a human. She looks like some weird alien-looking girl, you know? He's always hating on Keffels, which is like this transgender person, right? This person Keffels looks more like a human, like a woman than his wife. His wife looks like if an alien came down and try to imitate what a human looks like. So he should answer to this. He should answer the fans, why does his wife look so weird? So when I see this picture, I think, oh, interesting. This is an interracial relationship. And with all interracial relationships, there's clashes between the two races involved. So he's probably feeling all insecure. He's like, I don't want to ruin it with this girl and stuff like that. But there's people online telling him that he needs to stop shitting on the street. He needs to go back. He's not Canadian. All this stuff. And he's like, he's probably feeling real bad. And not only that, not only is he seeing like constant, negative stuff on his feed, but these people are like sending messages to his wife, and who knows what they're saying. So they're probably telling her that she's ugly, and they're asking her if she shits on him or he shits on her when they're having sex or something. And now not only is he stressed out, now she's stressed out, and they have no idea what's going on. They don't know if they should, divorce or something. It's a total mess. And on top of all of that, there's people in the comments saying the exact same stuff that he found on Twitter. Like, there's people telling him, can you remove yourself from Canada as well? There's people saying, do not redeem, sirs. There's people making fun of him. They're saying he's soft, he's a pussy. It is so over. That's all I've got to say. So that's gonna wrap up the video. And honestly, this video was kind of negative, so I'd like to end it on a good note and give some advice to Mutahar, because he seems like he's struggling right now. My advice is to keep your wife at a close distance, because she could leave you at any time. She could leave you for somebody like me. So if I were you, I'd keep her at a very close distance, just in case. Actually what might happen is she might jump ship to another Indian and you just might be cucked. So it's good to be cautious.
The literal AI image of like two Jewish guys, okay? It had a black dude in the middle, and the black guy had his like, head removed. It was kind of like a lobotomy or something like that. But the brain was replaced with fried chicken.